not the mighty Mississippi, not the sunshine in LA. It's not a snow-capped Rocky Mountain on a warm summer day. It's not the glow of a full moon shining in the night. There's nothing grand about a canyon that holds a candle to your sight. The most beauty that I've seen is you. Is you. It's not a trophy on the manor or that raise that was overdue. It's not a wish that has been granted or being freed by truth. It's not a winning scratch-off ticket for never needing more. It's not getting through the hard times and being better than before. Nothing beats the feeling, so nothing else will do. The best thing that's ever happened is you. Thought I knew what love was, I didn't have a clue, but now I see it clearly. It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. Daisies blooming, sundress swaying in the breeze. I can't stop staring. You've put a spell on me, and I hope that you never decide to set me free. The way you're moving got me moving my own feet. The greatest feeling that I could ever dare to dream is you forever moving next to me. Let's not waste time or take this slow. We've got miles behind us but miles to go, so let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. The leaves ain't waiting, their colors changing like the times. The hand I'm taking, darling, would you be mine? And I hope you know I will love you for the rest of my life. this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. Take this slow, we've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. Yeah, you and I as one will always be better than two.
You are Would the guests please stand for the bride? Thank you, everyone. Please take your seats. Do you want to hand that to someone? Yeah. If you come a bit further forward, you can hold hands if you wish. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the wedding of Martin and Megan here at Bassmead Manor, which has been sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. May I introduce my colleague Queenie, who is responsible for ensuring the legal formalities are completed today and making a written record for years to come. It's our great pleasure to be here. My name is Helen. I will conduct this ceremony, which will be in accordance with the civil law of this country, and that requires our couple to declare their freedom to marry each other before making the contract of marriage when they take each other as partners for life. From earliest times, couples have sought to unify their individual lives through the security of marriage. Hopes, dreams, and aspirations are brought together on a wedding day in order that the lives of both partners may be best fulfilled. Today we see Martin and Megan take what is a decisive and momentous step, a step that will bring its challenges and its triumphs, its consolations and its rewards. I'm sure they'd both like to thank you all for coming here today to witness their marriage vows and share in them their special day. It means a great deal to them that you can be here to share their special day and witness the happiness that they have found. They have found in each other love and happiness and now wish to affirm their relationship. So you are here today to witness the joining in matrimony of Martin Kenneth Gisborne and Megan Elizabeth Snooks. If any person here present knows of any lawful reason why they shouldn't be married here today, I ask them to declare it now. I'll take that as a no. Well, Martin and Megan, before you're joined in matrimony, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows you're about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life and to the exclusion of all others. It is also a solemn union that both should have the love, care, comfort and support for the other in times of difficulty, and in times of joy, not to be entered into lightly, nor to be lightly put to one side. I'm going to ask each of you in turn, before you make that commitment, that you are legally able to do so. So Martin, in the presence of your family, your friends, and your witnesses today, are you, Martin Kenneth Gisborne, free lawfully to marry Megan Elizabeth Snooks?
I am.
And are you, Megan Elizabeth Snooks, free lawfully to marry Martin Kevin Gisborne? Kenneth, sorry. Martin Kenneth Gisborne. Wonderful.
You're aware.
Okay. Well, the moment has come for you to speak the words that will make you husband and wife. If you'd like to look at each other, Martin, your words are to Megan. I, Martin Kenneth Gisborne.
I, Martin Kenneth Gisborne.
Take you, Megan Elizabeth Snooks.
Take you, Megan Elizabeth Snooks.
To be my wedded wife.
To be my wedded wife.
And Megan, your turn. I, Megan Elizabeth Snooks.
I, Megan Elizabeth Snooks.
Take you, Martin Kenneth Gisborne.
Take you, Martin Kenneth Gisborne.
To be my wedded husband.
To be my wedded husband.
Martin, do you promise to be loving, loyal and faithful for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
And Megan, do you promise to be loving, loyal and faithful for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
Wonderful, it wasn't too bad, was it?
How do?
Well, it's part of a long tradition of marriage in this country and many other parts of the world to seal a marriage contract with the giving and receiving of a ring. The wedding ring is an unbroken circle. It has no beginning and no end, and it symbolises unending and everlasting love. And as we're marking that tradition today, I'm going to ask Sam to come forward with the rings, please.
Noisily.
If you'd like to give the first ring to Martin, and just step to the side for me. And if you'd like to take Megan's hand, pop her ring halfway on her finger, and look at her and say, with this ring, I promise to love and care for you.
I promise to love and care for you.
To comfort and protect you.
To comfort and protect you.
To listen and confide in you.
To listen and confide in you.
To respect your thoughts and your dreams.
To respect your thoughts and your dreams.
And to trust and believe in you.
And to trust and believe in you.
Above all others.
Above all others.
Pop that on her finger. Wonderful. Can we have the second ring, please, Sam? Thank you. Pop that halfway onto his finger and look at him and say, with this ring, I promise to love and care for you.
I promise to love and care for you.
To comfort and protect you.
To comfort and protect you.
To listen and confide in you.
To listen and confide in you.
To respect your thoughts.
To respect your thoughts.
And your dreams.
And your dreams.
And to trust and believe in you.
And to trust and believe in you.
Above all others.
Above all others.
Pop that on his finger. Well, Martin and Megan, you both made all of the declarations prescribed by law. With the giving and receiving of your rings today and having spoken your vows in front of your witnesses, your family and your friends, you formed a legal contract. But marriage is much more than that. Whatever the future holds for you now, you greet it together as husband and wife. Congratulations, you may seal that with a kiss. So it only remains for us to complete the paperwork, so I'm going to ask you to come behind the table for me. Can we have our two witnesses as well, please?
You got me.
I'll let you get your own chair, Martin. Perfect. Sorry, just scooch it just slightly more. There we go, wonderful. So what we're going to do is give you a fountain pen to use. We'll ask you to sign with your usual signature, and then we'll ask you to confirm your first and surname. Hopefully we've got the spelling right already.
Your initials next to my initials, please.
will be nice and blurry so they won't even be able to read it, and I'll get your flowers and put them on the table. Happy with that?
Yeah.
May I have the flowers? Right, we'll let you sit back down for now. The photographers might want you back for some photos in a moment. Thank you. Tell everybody here that they need to stay in their seats because the weather's bad. They're doing a competition. It's fine. Yeah, they'll come back in. Yeah, that's fine. I will do.
I know that I'll be missed second I see you. You won't be surprised, it happens every time. It's nothing new. It's watching you all that I can do. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
Now, you may all be wondering why the groom is always on the right. It is tradition, of course. It leaves his sword arm free to defend his new lady. Now, you may all be aware that rain on a wedding day is especially lucky, so today is a particularly lucky wedding. And as it is, we will be doing the confetti shot indoors. So once the bride and groom step out, please stay in your seats. They will be coming back in, and you can get that lovely confetti shot. Okay, but for one last time, everyone, please stand. And for the very first time, please greet and congratulate the new Mr. and Mrs. Gisborne.
Risotto balls, arancini. Thank you,
attention. Order. Please be upstanding. Make some noise for the bride and groom, Martin and Megan Gisborne. Okay, is everyone ready for the speeches? Okay, we're going to start with the father of the bride. Bride? Brethren. Make some noise for Brethren.
Hello. Good afternoon. I'm going to read it. I should have learnt it. They say you're meant to learn it off by heart, but the house has been full for days, and so I've not been able to whisper. It doesn't sound quite the same when you whisper it. Anyway, good afternoon and welcome to relatives, both old and new. Okay, and friends, again, both old and new. Thank you for all coming, oh no, I read that in the wrong order. No, all for coming to celebrate the wedding of our beautiful daughter, Megan, to Martin. Now, he's the one with the immaculate hair and beard. Although, to be fair, there's quite a lot of immaculate hairs and beards here today, so, you know, didn't quite work. Sorry, hecklers not allowed. Thank you, Richard. Okay, in case you don't know me, okay, I'm Blevin. That's with a the sound in the middle, and no w to be seen or heard at all. However, I've been called all names under the sun. None of them, some of them don't even sound anything like Bledin or Blevin or Blevin or whatever. Okay. Anyway, I've been a teacher for most of my life, so you'd think that I've had plenty of practice, okay, talking to groups of people. But this is totally different. I mean, usually I know a lot more about the subject than my students, at least at the beginning of the lesson, I hope. You know, by the end, I hope they've actually learned something. However, this time, your collective knowledge of Megan, due to your experience of growing up with her as friends, work colleagues, etc., is hugely more than my tiny bit of knowledge, which I've basically gleaned from picking her up at various times from various places and just, you know, in through one ear and out the other about what she's actually been doing in the evening. So it's a little bit difficult for me to talk about that. I'm sure that many people could give many stories about Megan, which isn't my job today, to be fair, to give stories about Megan's darker side. But, if you want to find out more, speak to, well, probably that table over there, I would suggest is the one. Okay, this is going better than I thought. Anyway, now the serious bit. Okay, Megan started life on the 27th of September. Is that right? That's right. I didn't check my resources. Okay, 1995. Is that right? At Hinchinbrook Hospital, and was fairly swiftly home after that. I had a couple of days off work, as far as I remember, maybe one. I can't remember. I didn't have any days off work. Even though I was quite ill at the time, actually. I was quite ill at the time, but we didn't get anything. What's that new thing called? Paternity leave. Yeah. What? Anyway, a couple of weeks' help from both sets of grandparents. Okay, Lily is, you know, the unfortunately the only surviving grandparent, you know, next to her sadness. And she was a great help during this time. Then we were on our own. Well, apart from obviously Gareth, who you know was very helpful at most of the time. Okay, Megan was a very independent girl from a very early age, very swiftly escaping from her cot bed almost as soon as she could stand up, it seemed. We didn't know, but a neighbour's phone call alerted us. Megan's on top of the cot wardrobe. Okay, time for the cot sides to come off. So, you know, she was instantly free to do whatever she wanted to in the household. When she was free, she occasionally picked up things which she shouldn't, like, you know, valuable ornaments and heirlooms. Obviously, our house was full of these valuable ornaments and heirlooms. Okay, but if you actually said to her, Megan, it'd be instantly, drop on the floor. So we very swiftly learnt, okay, that to approach very carefully, very gently, and try and take it off her before she was able to open that hand and drop it on the floor. I don't think anything actually got broken, although Sue might be able to... no, she's not. She's shaking her head. She can't remember. Okay. At the age of about 9, okay, Megan started roller skating, went all over the country representing Ely Roller Skating Club, and it became a huge part of our lives. Okay, driving all the way up the A1 and back again to lovely places called Newton Aycliffe. Anybody know Newton Aycliffe? Yeah. Okay, it's near Hartlepool. We went into Tesco's, Morrison's at Hartlepool. You know, normally you go into a supermarket at about 7 o'clock at night, and the car park it's sort of roughly third to 2/3 full. You go into Tesco's in Ely, it's full. But we went into this, and it was empty. There was not a car. I didn't know where to park. You know, where do you park when it's empty? Anyway, so we soon realised what kind of environment we were in. Lovely place. Went into Newton Aycliffe, went out for lunch. We tried to go out for lunch, but all we could find was a concrete jungle. It was just, you know, you just built in the 60s sort of a precinct. You know, you've never seen anything like it. Anyway, it's not Megan's fault that we had to go to places like that. We went to Stoke Mandeville, did a little thing there. I'm not going to mention anybody else who was at that place. But all over the country, and Megan did extremely well, really proud when she actually did well and won medals and stood on the podium. I've lost which paragraph I'm in now because I'm not even reading this now. Okay, yeah, next bit. Okay, Megan, she's always tried to push herself. Okay, she's very reserved and very quiet most of the time, but she does like to do the best she can in a range of different subjects and activities. Her artwork particularly is beautiful, even though she didn't continue with it to A-level. Her GCSE work was featured in an article in the Ely Standard, and we've got it on the living room wall now, despite her art teacher offering to buy it. Okay, so that what sort of a commendation is that the art teacher offers to buy your work? Absolutely brilliant. She then overcame many trials and tribulations to achieve success in her A-levels. So did really well in them and really fought hard. A couple of years later, along came George. Oh, George, along came George. Okay, and plans had to change a little bit. Single mothers do have it tough, and my heart goes out to every single mother. She battled through these times with other help and support from her friends and us. Okay, in many ways, okay, mostly, you know, supporting her in her attitude to life and things, and able to continue and do the things that she needed to do to be a person really in her own right. She then decided to embark on a career in accountancy, okay, and started to work at MHH Partnership in 2020. What a good year to start work when everybody else was going home and working from home. Brilliant. You know, okay, and she did do some work at home, to be fair, and as did Sue, and Sue worked at home as well, and they both worked at home. I was working at home as well, you know, so we're all working at home. And then I retired, so that was all right. Okay, we're very proud to see the way she worked through the study levels, achieving distinction and merit in qualifying as a bookkeeper, and now continuing through the accountancy levels. And she hopefully will continue with those when she moves to down to Oxford and finds a new place to work with. And hopefully they're as supportive as MHH have been over the last 3 years. Okay, thank you, Hayden, for part of that. Okay. Yeah. Shortly after starting work, only a couple of months or so, she must have been feeling in a very good mood and open to sort of anything that came along. She met Martin. That was an ad lib. That was an ad lib, by the way. That was. It wasn't what I've written here. Okay. It must be the wine. Okay. She pretty quickly moved out of our bubble, surprisingly. Yeah. Do you remember bubbles? You know. Was it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at Christmas? I don't know. Anyway, to be fair, Martin has been absolutely fantastic and given Megan the confidence to move on with so many things, with life, with work, with George, with so many things. And he's also taken on board George and my Martin. Who's my Martin? That's my Martin, that's right. As he calls him, has been fantastic in taking on his care. Okay, I've missed a whole lot here, which somehow is not printed out properly. Okay, something about it starts with the word, halfway through a sentence here. I don't know how to think about what the first bit was now. Okay, yeah, Megan has worked extremely hard, to make this wedding work, and especially on the fantastic table decorations, which we haven't got actually, but, all the rest of you have, and cupcakes, which I presume you can eat later. Oh, you can't. Yeah. We've got bouquets to eat. I'm not sure if they're edible or not. Of course, much practice has been needed to fine-tune the recipe, designs, and timing. And of course, someone had to eat the practice cakes, and very nice they were too. Does it show? I don't know. Okay, Megan. Okay, serious now. Everything I've said or done, has been out of love and concern for your present and future. And I'm not really from a family that expresses love very freely or is very romantic, and so my parents weren't particular, although always felt we were cared for, and I hope that Megan feels the same way, even if I don't always show that love all the time. I do love you deeply and look forward to being happy and settled in a new life with a new stage to your career and, most importantly, a new man to help you have your own family life. Okay. So now the advice. Take it or leave it. But remember that Mum and I have been married for, how long is it? 39 years? 39 years? Yeah, 39 years. So we must be doing something right. You must have high expectations of each other. That's the important thing. And use these to move forward towards common goals. If you don't have those common goals, then no matter what your expectations are, it's not necessarily going to work. Don't let day-to-day issues, very easy to let day-to-day issues just cloud the journey of what you're going to achieve in the end. Things go wrong in the short term. You've got to make sure those short-term things don't become the long-term. Everything has a solution. And that's enough from me. The toast will be, when I ask you to get up, etc., will be to Megan, Martin, and I can't leave George out of this either. And Ashley. Yeah, I'll put Ashley in as well. I was thinking George is the more complicated one. I was thinking. Ashley's simple. Sorry, not in that way, Ashley.
It's a bit simple.
You said it. You want to say that again?
He's a little bit simple.
Takes off his farm.
brother.
Okay. Okay. So please stand if you're able, and raise your glasses to Megan, Martin, and George. And Ashley, of course. Forgot already. Yeah, a short-term memory loss. It happens. Okay, thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day and the better speeches to follow. Thank you. Is that you've got to introduce? You've got to introduce him. Am I going to introduce him? Okay. Would you please pay the same attention and respect for Martin, who will now be taking over the proceeding. And next on the Apollo stage is Martin.
Thank you. So, firstly, on behalf of my wife and I just want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you for the cards, the well wishes, the gifts, everything. It's, Bedfordshire, nobody here lives here. You've all travelled quite far, some much greater than others, particularly Ella, who's come from San Francisco, which is quite incredible. So thank you all for coming. It's, really amazing and really touching, because out of this whole room of people, just look around you. I invited 16 people, just so you know. I just wanted to say that. So
they're very special.
Yeah, you're welcome, and they are all amazing. That's true. So I wrote a really long speech. I wrote it on Thursday, 2 days ago. I took 3.5 hours. I googled a lot of what you're supposed to put in a groom speech, and I took some tidbits and stuff, and then I read it on Friday once I'd sobered up, and I went, that's awful. So I'm going to just take some key points so I know where I'm going with it, so I don't lose track. Really today, for my speech, is just a bit of a thank you. It's a thank you to everybody that's come. It's a thank you to the people that have been contributors to not only today, but to our lives so far and our lives going forward. I want to thank Blethin particularly for a really lovely speech. And, following on from that is really quite difficult. However, we were really touched a couple of weeks ago because Megan said, he's been spending a lot of time on this speech. And for those that don't know, Blethin broke his arm a few weeks ago as they were moving house. So he's not been able to write. So he's been really painstakingly typing a speech out on his computer over the last few weeks. As it turns out, last weekend, that speech was for his golf presentation last weekend. And I think this one was knocked up over the last few days, but nonetheless, it was a really, really lovely speech, so thank you very much. Also, thank you not only to Blethin, but also to Susan. Over the last 18 months or so, both of them have been really, really supportive to me and to Megan. We've not only lived in their home, like I've been away in Oxfordshire, but Megan's been at their home, George has been there, the cats have been there, they've moved house, they've taken on all of this chaos, and for anybody that really knows Megan well, she brings a lot of chaos. Yeah. So they've put up with all of that, and the reason they've done that is to give us the best start in life, and that's, you can't put a price on that. They've helped us to save money. They've helped us to set up life. We now have a really lovely home down in Oxfordshire. And when we come back from the honeymoon, George is coming. The cats are coming. I believe there's a trailer full of toys that are coming. It's, and it's amazing. But, because without them, we wouldn't be where we are and we wouldn't be in the position we're in. So thank you very much to both of you. We couldn't be here without you. And also, Mum, who without you I wouldn't be here, clearly. I wouldn't be who I am, and I don't know if that's necessarily through the lessons you've provided, but through the things we've been through as a mum and son. I've not been an easy child, if we say that, or teenager, or perhaps adult.
Wait for Wiggy.
Yeah, I'm sure most of that will come out in a minute. I've been a nightmare growing up, and you've not necessarily put up with it, but you always loved me anyway, despite despite the fact I was a bit of a shit. And, you know, you love me even when I probably didn't deserve it. And, you know, I'd like to think I do now, but there were times where I probably didn't. So I just wanted to thank you as well, and I love you very much, so thank you. Following on from that, keeping it in the family a little bit, I'd also like to thank Damon, who's sat over on the table over there, who's my half brother, and Michelle, my sister-in-law, who also happen to be my employers and my bosses. So I'm going to be very careful what I say here. But a couple of years ago, they took a chance on me to come and work for their business, which was their whole life. You know, it's everything they have revolves around that business, and they took me on and they gave me a big chance. And with their help and guidance, it's allowed me to really grow, not only as a person personally, but also professionally, and again has led to who I am today. So I'd just like to say a special thank you to the both of you. To the bridesmaids, to Lauren and to Ella, who I think everybody will agree look amazing today. I know it's a bit of a cliche, you have to say the bridesmaids look awesome, you know, you have to. But they really, really do, and they're super supportive, and testament to what friendship is, because Lauren lives down in London, Ella lives in San Francisco. There's literally miles and miles of distance between them, but their friendship has stayed true. They turned up, they've done, you know, they've been super supportive in the run-up and today and everything. So thank you to you both for supporting Megan today on her special day. So on to the groomsmen. If we start with Jacob over there and with Wiggy here. So there is a saying that you know who your friends are because they pick you up when you fall down, but you know who your true friends are because they will laugh at you as you're falling over. And I think that was never truer than on the stag do. So these guys took me out on a so we went out on a couple of boats on the Norfolk Broads. And so anybody that knows me really well, once I've had a few too many drinks, I'm a bit of an idiot. So we've got two boats, and I'm hopping from boat to boat because, you know, it's not too far apart. And as I got drunker and drunker, apparently these two in the same boat that I was not currently on, as I looked as like I was about to jump, they went, "Shall we just steer away?" You know. And then I slammed into the side of the boat because I was mid-flight at the time, and I still have some of the bruises to prove it. So, and it's then you go, okay, yeah, this is why these guys have been around for a long time. You know, these are pretty awesome. But in truth, you know, like as I mentioned before, there's 16 people here that I invited. Half of them are family, the rest are friends, but I really do think of all of them as family. I could have picked any one of my friends that are here today to be groomsmen. I could have picked any one of them to be my best man, and you know, I'm so grateful to have such a wonderful group of people around me. So thank you to all of you guys as well. Thank you. So my final groomsman is this young man at the end of the table here who will love being the centre of attention for a few minutes. So if you could all look at him and stop looking at me, that would be great. We'll just share it. So Ashley is my son. He's 14 years old, and he must hate this very much. So I will move on quite quickly, but thank you, mate, because I'm super proud of who you are. I'm really pleased that you're here, and I love you so much. It's just amazing. Finally, my beautiful wife. Woo! Wife, can you believe it? Thank you. Thank you for agreeing to marry me. So I will read this bit because there's lots of bits I wanted to get in. So thank you for agreeing to marry me and for making me the happiest man. You really, really do look incredible today. You write that as a groom, don't you? You write it. You've never seen them at the point you write this. But when you turn around and you go, Jesus Christ, that is actually my wife. You know. So it is really true. You look really, really incredible today. And you really did take my breath away when I turned around and you were walking down the aisle. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for bringing George into my life. And thank you also for taking Ashley into yours. Don't apologise, he's amazing. You are loving, you are thoughtful, you are kind, you are intelligent, you are funny, and my life simply is better with you in it, although you are chaotic. So I wrote this here. So the part of my speech, I spent ages trying to write it, looking at Google and doing all those things. What do I put in a groom speech? And it was really difficult. And do I tell everybody how we met? Do I pick up some anecdotes from our relationship? What do you do? Because that's all the advice you get online. But the truth of it is, none of those things really seem to do it justice. I love you more every single day that we're together. And I can't really put that into words, so all I will do is I will spend the rest of my life trying to show you exactly how much I love you. So if everybody could please raise a toast to Megan.
Megan.
Thank you very much. I love you. So, my actual best man can be here, so I've hired this actor. So any of the stories he tells you today, totally fabricated, but they're here for entertainment. So don't believe it, but it should be fun. So.
Thank you. So how much is this actor earning tonight?
It depends. Let's see.
Blethin, I love the fact that your printer broke when you were writing about Martin. That was a great speech, Martin. Thank you. Normally when Martin has to stand up and address a room full of people, there's a lawyer present. For those of you who don't yet know me, I'm Sam. And when Martin asked me to be his best man, he said I was the obvious choice because I was his only sensible friend. So what you said earlier was a lie. But bitterness aside, it's a great honour to be standing here today. I've been trying to think of stories, normal stories about you, that normal people can hear. And that won't make the Snooks family regret handing their daughter over.
Snooks. Go wrong.
Snooks. Oh, sorry. But I'll be honest, we're scraping the barrel. I like to think of Martin's pre-Megan years as a somewhat colourful train journey, where at any minute the train could have derailed and killed everyone on board. But incredibly, here we all are, or at least some of us are. I'd like to say a massive, heartfelt thank you to all of the friends and family who are here today to support Megan through this life-changing decision. It really means the world to have you here with us today. In fact, it means so much that Martin's kindly offered to cover everyone's travel and hotel expenses. A round of applause for Martin, everybody. What a guy. What a guy. I'd also like to...
Give me a heart attack.
I'd also like to say a massive thank you to the lads in the stag party. Who made Martin's farewell into the friendless abyss of married life one to remember. Saying goodbye to a good man is never easy. I'd like to say something cool like, what happens on stag stays on stag, but really it was just 10 old men on a boat with a cheese board and a bottle of wine. Now, I don't know much about Martin's preschool years, but I have it on good authority that the nurses at the hospital still call Martin's birthday Ugly Wednesday. Martin and I first met when we started high school, which is surprising really, because he never went. See, Martin didn't agree that education should be mandatory. He sort of rolled in to doodle a bit in art and then jumped the fence before he had to learn anything. It's genuinely amazing this guy could spell his own name at 16. I'm surprised he didn't just ask the school bus to drop him off in town on the way in and save the 5-minute walk to the cafe. But he did spend his time wisely though, smoking cigarettes, drinking lots of tea and coffee, and calling phone sex chat lines on his dad's phone. Quite a bill, mate, wasn't it?
It was my phone.
How much was it?
It was in my mum's name. About £400.
£400. I think that deserves a round of applause. But school wasn't the only institution Martin thought was optional to attend. As it turns out, the British Army aren't keen when you don't show up for work either. But these guys don't just call your mum. They'd pull up at your house in a Land Rover and they arrest you. Or at least they would if you were actually there. But when they do catch up with you, they throw you in prison for 12 months.
That's 3 months.
Why let the truth get in the way of a good story? I'll handle the details. If you look closely at Martin's expression, you can still see the trauma of the prison showers behind his eyes. Some say he still wears the soap around his neck in the shower and that he air dries from the waist down. But at least you showed up today, Martin. Well done. I'm telling you, if this man got cold feet, we'd have no hope of finding him. If running from your problems was an Olympic sport, Martin would have shut the games down. But this is obviously the old Martin I'm talking about. Martin Mark 1. The new and improved model is obviously much more refined, much more reliable. The styling hasn't improved much, as you can see. But no doubt the facelift version, or at least the hair replacement version, is not far away. Thankfully, Megan, you let him have 35 years to get his shit together before you arrived. Martin told me about the lovely mint hot chocolate flask you made for your first date, and that you left it in your car because you thought he might not like it. Very lovely and very thoughtful. Well, Martin told me he'd have quite happily drunk warm piss if you'd have slept with him. Clearly, romance is not dead. So by now, you could be forgiven for asking, why is such a sensible man such good friends with an ex-convict and telephone sex line abuser? Well, that is indeed a very good question. But Megan, you don't need me to tell you just how incredible your husband truly is. There has never been a time in my life where I needed help that he wasn't the first one there. No matter what the circumstances were or what the consequences may have been. He defines what it is to be a loyal friend, and I know that I'll never meet anybody, and I genuinely mean anyone, that I can depend on more when times get tough. This is the guy that you want by your side through the good times and the bad. Or at least you do now. He doesn't just run away all the time. They say you should never take marriage advice from your single friends, and I'll be inclined to agree. My life's amazing, and I couldn't think of anything worse than messing that up by getting married. So I'll keep my toast short and sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, please can you stand and raise a glass. So on behalf of everybody here today, I'd like to wish you all the happiness, all the wealth, all the health, and all the love in the world. I love you guys. Congratulations. To the bride and groom.
close to the edge.
Apparently, yeah, no returns after that.
Summer nights, the days were long. You and me, we were the only ones. We were holding nothing back from the greatest nights we ever had. The sun lit up the boulevard, driving slow, dancing in your car, singing along every night. Must have played that song 100 times. Made our own fire, we were lighter in the summer breeze, dancing to records in your bedroom like the 70s. Always on my mind, you and the music on my mind, frozen in time, always on my mind. I feel it all come back in a moment. Record spins a wave like the ocean. So if you wanna come over, the door is open. I play it all back in slow motion. Slow motion. You're my favorite memory.
2, 1, cut again.
Summer heat feels like
Come on,
a
you got it.
melody.
If you could just hold
Lighting
the
up the
knife
night
there
when I'm
for the
alone.
next 3 hours while they all get their
And I
photographs.
hear those words we
Ladies and
made
gentlemen, if you want to come and get your
alone.
photographs, now's the time.
Sun lit up the
If you're fine, you
boulevard,
can come this side now.
driving slow, dancing in your car,
Any more pictures?
singing along every
Just a couple.
night. Must have played that
Okay, right.
song
Now, Brian, you're
1,000
just going to go to the
times.
side while we move the cake.
Made our own fire, we were
This is
lighter
Nicole.
in the summer breeze, dancing to records in your bedroom like the 70s. Always on my mind, you and the music.
Tell me that you want me, and I'll be yours completely, for better or for worse. I know we'll have our disagreements, be fighting for no reason. I wouldn't change it for the world. 'Cause I knew the first day that I met you, I was never gonna let you slip away. And I still remember feeling nervous.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, come and join the bride and groom on the dance floor, please.
Get you here today. You make my heart feel like it's summer. When the rain is pouring down, you make my whole world feel so natural. 'Cause I know you're the one. That's why I know you're the one.
show the line. For Megan and Martin on this very, very special day. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause. It's party time.
It's a beautiful day. We're looking for something new to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing face?
for our...
So happy that we got to this day and that you are unbelievably happy. I think Martin is an incredible guy and just the best person for you. I wish you a lifetime of happiness and I cannot wait to see it all happen in front of my eyes. Love you!
Hi Megan and Martin, so happy to be here on your wedding day. Thank you so much for having me as a bridesmaid. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm sure that you'll make each other very happy and have many long years together. Best wishes.
Congratulations Martin and Megan, so happy for you guys. It's a beautiful service. Megan, you looked amazing. Have a wonderful time in Thailand. Love you both.
It popped too soon. I have to say, hopefully I won't summarise your wedding day. Yeah, your wedding night. Popped too soon.
I don't really suffer with that.
Well, it has been a week though, so.
It has been a week. It's true. It's been
It's been a long week. Lots of cupcakes. Right guys, can I get you? So you're going to put like trainers on?
Well, you are.
Is there anything cute?
I don't know.
Just put that away. Oh, perfect.